Hey guys, welcome to a very special video out of nowhere that I did not plan. Like, I didn't know I was gonna make a video, but I had to because Friday the 13th came out, finally, and I had so much fun that I just had to tell everyone about it. So much fun, in fact, that I intend to get this game on both consoles. This is footage from PlayStation 4. I'm getting it on Xbox One, and that's just so I can play it with as many people as possible, and with as many of my friends who have different consoles as possible. It's that fun. Yeah, are you paying attention now? Yeah, it's that fun. Only been following this game's development off and on for a while. Within the last 2 months, I really started to pay attention because it was really shaping up to be a pretty badass looking game. And this was a Kickstarter game. I mean, IllFonic, the developer, and Gun Media, the publisher, they were working on a game called like Slasher Volume 1 Summer Camp. And it was only later that Sean S. Cunningham, the director of Friday the 13th, was in talks with them and actually sat down for several meetings and liked what he was hearing and totally was cool with selling them the license to make it an actual Friday the 13th video game. And oh yeah, this is way better than the Friday the 13th video game that was on the Nintendo Entertainment System, let me tell you. I mean, I'd still play that game if I could, just to relive old memories. But this game so adequately captures the feel of the movies, that especially the originals, with their '80s setting and just the cheesiness. It's great. It's like an adult game of tag. One person has to be it, and by it I mean Jason Voorhees. The rest of you have to survive doing different things. Now, I didn't think I was going to enjoy being a camp counselor, but even being a camp counselor is fun. It reminds me, I haven't had this much fun playing a mostly, well, at this point, a completely online game since Resident Evil Outbreak on the PlayStation 2. I mean, that was, I think, my first actual online experience, and it was a very positive one. I'm not a social animal by nature. Didn't think I was going to enjoy playing video games, especially online. I usually played those by myself as a kid. But games like Resident Evil Outbreak really sold me on the positive experience that it could be. And this game as well is a testament to how much fun a bunch of people who don't even know each other can just have playing a video game together. I mean, it's fucking awesome. Now, I think I prefer being Jason. I figured I would, and it is even more fun than I thought it would be. But like I said, being a counselor really surprised me because it was fun also. I mean, you have to do different things to escape. You can call the police, and they'll be there after a few minutes, and then that will be one way that you can exit the map and escape to safety. You can technically kill Jason, but it's a very specific way to do it, and very difficult to do. And you can hit him and knock him down and everything, and slow him down, but it's better just to get the fuck out of there. Repair a car and drive off. You do whatever you have to. I mean, it really is like a horror movie, slasher film, role-playing game almost. And not just in the way you play it, but I mean, you can upgrade everyone. Jason can be upgraded. By the way, that's also, I mean, I mentioned Sean S. Cunningham, the director, was in talks, but he managed to get Kane Hodder, who played Jason starting with like Jason Part 7, like Friday the 13th Part 7, all the way to Jason X, and so that's him doing the motion capture right there. You're actually seeing Kane Hodder doing the motion capture for Jason, and that gives it yet another layer of authenticity. I mean, God, this game is just so fucking fun. And that music, you like that music? Yeah, that's actually Harry Manfredini's actual music score. He did the music to this game, and that's the guy who did the music to the original film. I mean, this game did not pull any punches. I mean, really, my only criticism of it right now, is that there's not a single player, not even campaign. It doesn't even need to keep campaign right now. If only there were a way to play offline, just to level up, and so you can unlock new counselors and new Jasons. I mean, you can unlock different Jasons from every single fucking movie, with the exception of Jason X. I could see that being DLC down the road, maybe even DLC to play as his mother, who talks to you in this game also, if you're playing as Jason. But yeah, this game, I know I say this about a lot of games that I like, but this game kicks ass. It fucking does. And everyone needs to play it, really. Like, you out there watching it, play it. I mean, you know my name, my handle, Mortanius. It's the same on PlayStation as it is on Xbox. Hit me up, we will fucking play together. It is a blast. Like I said, I cannot stress this enough. It is just amazing. I know there were some server issues going on last night when the game came out, and that's, I already knew why, but it's already been confirmed by the developers that they weren't anticipating this many players jumping on. So apparently a lot of people were waiting to play it, a lot of people were playing it, and the fucking servers crashed. I mean, don't try not to take it out on them too hard. They had no clue that it was just going to take off and be this awesome for everyone. And the ironic thing is, you know, if you haven't been playing video games for very long, or maybe you're just a occasional casual gamer, you may not know this, but licensed games, games based on a movie or comic book series or anything that's not normally a video game, licensed games usually suck. And that's primarily because the more money spent on acquiring the license for that whatever, you know, that's money they can't go into the development of the game and actually making it a good game. So a lot of games are notoriously terrible. Probably the best example would be E.T. on the Atari 2600. Also Superman on the Nintendo 64. Just, there were so many games out there based on stuff, and they usually suck, but every once in a while there is a rare gem that just shines brighter than anything else, and I'm happy to see that a lot of licensed games lately have actually been pretty damn good. The Batman Arkham series is really up there, for example. Just everything. Oh, but along this same vein, I mean, Alien Isolation is a great fucking game. It's scarier than Resident Evil 7. I mean, it really captures that feel. But I may make a video on Alien Isolation one day, because I really just want to talk about this game right now. It is the shit. I mean, deep down, I think I always knew that killing sexy teens would be fun, but not this fun. This took the cake. All right, I had so much fun last night killing sexy teens, and being a sexy teen myself, that yeah, impromptu video on the spot. I just had to make a video to tell everybody about it. Like I said, it's so awesome. I mean, I was playing deep into the night, and I took a break for a little bit, and then when I started trying to play again at about, 4 or 5 in the morning, it was taking forever for me to find a session. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll make a video. I'll make a video right now, because it is awesome, and I can't get over it. I mean, there are so many great things about it. I mean, if you're not playing as Jason, if you're a counselor, you will hear the classic Jason music as he gets close, and that'll tell you, fuck, he's near, I need to hide, or whatever. He does have an ability that lets him mask his his presence, so the music won't, trigger, which is helpful. But if you are playing as Jason, you have way more abilities, and I mean, well, you're Jason. I mean, you can't be stopped. You're a fucking beast. You are just a fucking killing machine. And but like I said, playing both is just, they're both equally fun and in different ways. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, another great thing about it is what the game does with the audio. You can only hear each other players, when you're near each other. I mean, you can talk before the game starts and after the game ends, and then, like, when you die, you can talk to other people that have died. But when you're in the world, when you're at Camp Crystal Lake, you can only hear each other when you're near. And that really, it just exemplifies that feeling of isolation. I mean, I wasn't ready. Like, the party I joined didn't tell me that, no big deal. But when the game starts, I'm like, well, I guess I'm alone out here in the forest with a fucking superhuman killer on my ass. That's great. But it just adds to the tension. It's just so much fun. I don't know. I haven't tested if you can get into like a chat party beforehand and then like always hear each other, that way. I haven't tested it out. It would be cool if you could. But I think the main reason they designed the game that way is so that people wouldn't fucking cheat and just say like, oh, he's there, he's just coming to your house. Get the fuck out of there, man. Which is a good thing. I mean, cheating just ruins it. Although like I said, it would be fun if you could like party chat outside of the game and then like help each other out. Even if you're playing as Jason, I mean, like, not to cheat, but just to like maintain constant contact. I mean, it would almost be like changing the rules of the game, but in a reasonable way. Yeah, and then you can throw knives. And, God, it's so much fun. Like I can't even just describe. I can't even use words to describe how much fun I had. It just, fuck. That's the word, okay? That's the quote. That's my review. Fuck. It's so much fun. Like I said, I'm getting it on both consoles because it's fun. And yeah, God, I could really use an offline mode though. Like, I just want to level everybody up and not have to wait for like servers to connect. An offline mode that was like Resident Evil Outbreaks. I mentioned that game earlier. You could play the game out, offline. It wasn't as fun, but it helped you to get a lay of the land for all the different scenarios and explore the buildings and find out what you need to do. In fact, playing offline on Resident Evil Outbreak was a good idea so that you would know what to do. Every scenario had its own objectives, and if you were a noob just jumping in online, you usually ended up following somebody else to see what they could do. And then that game had like no way to actually use voice chat. It was just like in-game ad-libs and different commands. With this game, it's more user-friendly than that. It's more accessible than that. You should talk to each other, and other players will tell you what you need to do. But it's also easy to just figure out on your own. But still, I would have liked an offline mode. Mainly to level up and use new counselors and new looks for Jason. And the new Jason looks aren't just fucking skins. I mean, they are, but he comes with his own fucking different skills. Different Jasons have different skills. Like the one from Part 3 can fucking sprint, or not sprint, but jog. I mean, it's fucking great. I don't know. I don't know if I conveyed the point enough to you, but it's great. I mean, really, get this game. These guys at IllFonic and Gun Media, they deserve the money. I mean, they are awesome. Now, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Consider subscribing. But that's gonna be it for today. It's fucking awesome. Go play it. It's awesome.